Guess who's back? It's your boy Art, my sidekick Blow. Welcome to another edition of Time to Tell the Truth. I don't want y'all to miss this one. It's going to be good. Y'all know what we do. Throw your cash apps up. The name of the topic for tonight is They Know Better. And they do know better. The problem is they don't want us to know that they know better. That's the whole problem. And we're going to get to it. We got some videos we're going to show y'all tonight. Like and share the page. Get to the YouTube site. That's where we at, and we're going to get it popping tonight.
You already know it's time to tell the truth. Give us a call, 704-449-6563. If you call in or if you share a post, you will get a cash app. Simple as that. You already know it's time to tell the truth.
Yes, sir.
And tonight's topic is They Know Better.
They know better. That's the nice topic. We're going to get it popping. I can't get in there, bro. We still trying to work this YouTube thing out.
Oh, yeah, it should be about to come in, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, but one thing I don't like, man, I don't like when somebody say something and then you go and you make it what you want it to be.
Right.
I mean, if I say I like white people or I'm a vegan, you ain't gonna say, oh, Blow ain't no vegan. Right. I just told you I'm a vegan. Right. You can only take my word for it. Now, if you see me eating chicken, then that's one thing. But to just just tell me something, you know what I mean?
Right. Well, I'm telling you something, man. We have to start paying attention to what they're doing to us out here. That's the bottom line.
That's the bottom line.
We ain't been paying attention, man. I think we sleep. We live on YouTube right now and Facebook. Am I correct? But we want y'all over on YouTube. Okay, find us a Time to Tell the Truth podcast. I see we got some viewers.
Steve Phillips?
Hey, we see you out there. What's up, George Foreman, Steve? We got you. All right, we're gonna get this popping. We got a few videos we're gonna show you tonight. We're gonna show you why we say that they know better.
Yeah, they know better. I mean, one thing about it is if you see something and you can see through what they're trying to do, how can it be people that's paid to bring you news or paid media people that act like they don't know this stuff?
Yeah, if me and you can sit here and know it, they got to know it. I mean, come on, they get paid to know this stuff that they pretend like they don't know. I don't get it. I'm telling you, I just don't get it, Blow.
I don't either.
Why would you pretend not to know something if you're a news person? Me and Blow come on here every week and we come to expose this hypocrisy that they be doing out here. We come to show you some things that you probably didn't see. In most cases, you don't see. Because you got to look for this stuff.
I mean, the first thing we're going to get into is, everybody hearing these commercials, they saying, oh, well, the Donald Trump say when he get in the office, it's going to be a dictatorship. And then they playing when he say, oh, well, if I do become the president, I'm just going to be a dictator on the first day. Okay, what do he mean?
Yeah.
When he say that?
Yeah.
He mean he go try his best to end the war.
Yeah.
He go make sure that Russia know that we ain't sending no more money to Ukraine and we done with the war.
Yeah,
he go make it known that he's not letting all these people come over here and get all our tax money like they've been doing. I mean, we got the border wide open, but we can't go nowhere without a passport.
Right. I mean, everybody can see it now. I hope everybody's starting to wake up.
Yep.
I mean, when you can wake up in Chicago and New York, boy, everybody in the South ought to be woke.
Yep.
Everybody by now in the South ought to be woke. Because they put something in the water up there evidently.
I mean, then you claiming that it's a dictatorship, but that's what we up under right now.
Yeah. Do you know the difference? I don't think some people know the difference. Hey, Patricia, we see you out there.
What's going on?
Yeah, we getting it popping tonight. We're going to show a couple of clips, and we want to comment on the clips. Remember, like and share the page. Throw your cash apps up. That's what we're doing tonight.
Yeah, and the only thing we ask you to do when you watch this show, just have an open mind. Keep it 100. That's the only thing me and Hart want you to do.
Right.
We just want you to keep it 100.
Right.
If it's something that you didn't know and you realizing or you starting to see, just say you starting to see. You ain't got to fake it because one thing about it is everybody going to have a light bulb moment sooner or later.
Absolutely.
And when you do, you just got to admit it. That's it.
Absolutely.
All right, so we're going to get into this first video right here. Here we go.
Donald Trump on the attack this weekend in Ohio, lashing out at some of his favorite targets, from the criminal cases against him
It's all politics. It's all coming in from Biden.
What he claims are the criminal migrants crossing the southern border and destroying the country.
They're not people, in my opinion, but I'm not allowed to say that because the radical left says that's a terrible thing to say. These are animals, okay?
But it was his use of the word bloodbath during a riff about Chinese car makers that's creating new headlines and headaches for his campaign.
We're going to put a 100% tariff on every single car that comes across the line, and you're not going to be able to sell those cars if I get elected. Now, if I don't get elected, it's going to be a bloodbath for the whole. That's going to be the least of it. It's going to be a bloodbath for the country. That'll be the least of it.
The Biden campaign seizing on the remark and rejecting the Trump campaign's claim that it was about only cars.
The idea that they're going to be able to spin their way out of this today is ridiculous because every single day Donald Trump is promoting and endorsing and encouraging political violence on the stump.
Elected Republican.
Really? Is that what he's doing? Is that was taken way out of context? And you see who they use to take it out of context. Nathaniel. I'm just gonna put it out there.
Yeah. They go put one of us up there.
Every time. Like the Whoopi Goldberg, okay, the Joy Reid, okay, all of them type of people. Used to be Don Lemon till they got rid of him. They always use these people, man. I get sick and tired of it. Dog, why don't you use somebody else? You see who they're using to prosecute Trump? All these black women. Black women ought to be appalled at that. Why don't you use a white woman to do it? Dog. Or a white man to do it. But no, you stick everybody black up there to persecute the man.
Yep. That's just to sway us.
Yeah.
That's all exactly. That's just to sway black people, to be all the way honest. Yeah. The man said the China building car plants over in Mexico, they're using Mexican labor, they ain't employing no Americans, and they think when they done with the cars, they go send them over here to America and make money. No, he go tariff every car 100%. So if he make a $13,000 car, it's gonna cost him $13,000 to get it over here on our soil.
Exactly.
That's if he elected. But if he not, it's gonna be a bloodbath on the car automotive industry.
Exactly.
But you gonna have a black person go up there and say, "Oh well, he finds every chance he get to try to put a spin on political violence."
Yeah. When truly we done seen political violence in the other way, in the opposite direction. And we're going to show that to you tonight too. Man, this thing is getting serious. What me and Blow is talking about now, and if y'all don't see it and understand it, this country, if we put these fools back up in office that we got in here now running this country, start packing a bag and you start going to Mexico. That's what you do. Let them come here and you go there. That's what it's gonna be like.
Yeah, exactly. And the point of me showing that video is really so you telling me and Art can figure out that he's talking about Chinese people selling cars in America. But you got the black guy that's on there, you got Whoopi Goldberg, you got Charlamagne the God, you got all these commercials all on the radio telling us something totally different.
Yeah.
The only part they play is when he say, "Oh, if I'm not elected, it's gonna be a bloodbath."
Yeah, but I think I'm gonna give a little bit of credit. And people tell me I get too much credit.
I ain't giving them that.
they don't know, they don't understand. I think people starting to get it. In their mind, they get it. My thing is, how come that can't come to the fruition? Either somebody stole their brain, which I mean, hey, you know me and MK Ultra. I mean,
but allegedly. But when it comes down to it, Art, one thing we've been tricked up. We are losing sight of the fact that America is for the people and by the people.
Yeah,
we're giving it to the government. Every time you go down there and vote and put a D down there on the paper, the only thing you're doing is giving all the power to the government.
Right.
That's all they doing. They want to give you everything so they can keep you on the leash. That's it. They don't want you to go get your own.
Yeah. Well, the thing about it is, and this is what we've been tricked. Especially, I'm gonna tell you something, man. And I hate to say this, our women been tricked by the government from day one. They was tricked into marrying the government and getting rid of the husband. That's what's been happening in households. That's what's been happening with our kids. If you want to really be honest about it, they was tricked. We've been tricked. We think big government is good, but big government is bad. Name me one thing that the government has gotten involved in that's done turn out right.
Yeah, you're right. I thought Mexico was the place to go. Someone told me not to move there.
It's almost the worst. Yeah, absolutely. If it was all that good, Why ain't the people over there staying?
Yeah, they trying to get over here like
Now,
that.
that's the problem to me. I mean, come on, man. If it's so good somewhere else, why are you coming over here?
You know, Art, you say that all the time. If
Yeah.
America's so bad, how come ain't nobody trying
Ain't
to
nobody
leave?
leaving.
Yeah, everybody coming.
Yeah, come on, man. Make it make sense. It don't make no sense. We don't want big government. Big government, they try to trick us into having more government, and we don't want more government. Name me one thing that the government has ever got involved in and it turned out right.
I gotta disagree with you. They don't try to trick us. They have tricked us. We have been tricked. We have been totally 100% tricked into believing in big government.
Yeah, absolutely.
We have been.
Yeah.
I mean, you got people that don't understand that that's what Trump stands for. He's 100% against big government.
Right, exactly.
He believes in every right in the Constitution.
Well, I'm trying to figure out when black people start thinking that the FBI, the CIA, and the DOJ isn't been any good. After all they've done to us, after them sending the CIA, sending all the drugs to our neighborhoods and building all the prisons. Okay, Bill Clinton them, all in on it. Joe Biden, we're going to show you a clip too. Joe Biden them. All these people was all in on it together to destroy the black household. Man, that's crazy.
Cartel out there.
Yeah. I mean, they was all in on it together. We're going to show you the video that puts it all together. Okay. It puts all of it together, that all these people have been working together to take down the black people and the black community. They was doing it from day one. They used Joe Biden to do it, the CIA, the FBI. Everybody know about Snowfall. Everybody know about how the CIA was bringing them drugs and putting them in our neighborhood. Okay. And then on the back end, they were building prisons to put us in. At the same time, all this stuff was going on at the very same time.
And then they put one person in place to speak and let everybody know that we about to lock them up and throw away the key. And that's the one y'all want in charge.
Yeah, that was Joe Biden. And we're going to show you that too. Okay, we're going to show you that. That was a whole big old conspiracy. You want to see a conspiracy? It was a conspiracy to do away with the black people and the bill prisons, to put them in and to give them all that time, while theirs and their own was sitting there getting no time, okay, getting off the hook and doing everything that under the sun that the law don't allow. Yep. Okay, so all of this stuff, anybody right now believing in the justice system, believing in the FBI, the CIA, you think these people some good? Especially a black person? You really think they good?
Dirty Joe going to do whatever they say.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, and then be honest with you, they saying it for him.
Yeah.
Because I don't believe Dirty Joe can remember, think of anything. I don't think his mind worked.
Anybody with a half a brain know this man ain't running nothing. It's everybody else that's running this country. He is not running nothing.
I mean, he can make it better. I mean, he's a shell of a person.
Absolutely. We can ready to put up another video. You finished with that one, Blow?
Yeah, we good.
We can ready to put up another video, and we're going to show you how this all works. Yeah, it's all corrupt.
Yeah, it's all corrupt.
Yeah, it's all corrupt from both sides. They were both in on it. They made money off of it. You want to know who made money off the prisons? The Clintons did. All these people that bought this stuff, man, they made money off this stuff.
Yeah, they definitely did.
Yeah, and it was a whole big old plan all together.
Mm-hmm. It's the one right there. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Please pay attention to this.
During Biden's administration, enjoy is a graphic of all the people who Joy Behar was showing this. This is a graphic of all the people who were in Trump's orbit that were sentenced to prison. Right. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Joy Behar on The View displays a graphic of all the people in Trump's orbit that have been sentenced to prison during Biden's administration. In Joy's view, this exhibits how the justice system is working. You want to hear it? Let's listen.
These are all of the people in the Trump orbit who have been, who basically ended up in prison. These are all of them.
That's not even all.
You got Steve Bannon, Peter Navarro, Michael Cohen, Paul Manafort, George Papadopoulos, Roger Stone, Rick Gates, and Alan Weisselberg.
You're right. That's not all of them. You're missing an entire party full of people. That party's called Democrats. Okay, here we go.
They've all gone to prison. So when you feel bad about the system and you think, gee, we're going to get stuck with the system is working.
Yeah.
These are all of the
system is working. The system is working. Yeah, but who is it working for? Because it certainly isn't working for you. You know who it's working for? It's working for the people who signed Joy Behar's checks. That's who the system's working for, your bosses. I don't suppose you'll be catching up with that Epstein flight list any day soon, huh, Joy? Then we can.
Okay, I want to make a comment on that right there. You know, Joy Behar say the system is working. Woohoo, it's working. They done locked up these people. You got a whole flight list of people, Democrats, that was on the Epstein's list. But somehow, they won't release the list. I wonder why. Joy Behar has said nothing about that flight list. All Democrats, of course, mostly Democrats, but they won't release that list. Okay, they won't release the flight list on Epstein. Okay, we know what was going on Epstein Island. Kids, porn, kids, okay, raping kids and all of that crap. We know that's what was going on.
It's working for the higher ups, not the ones who need it.
Yeah, exactly. It's working for the ones they wanted to work for, and it's working for all them people. Well, the system is working. When did it work? I ain't seen it work yet. Yeah, it's working on Trump. All these other people that Epstein, this big old flight list that they got, that won't come to light for some reason, that they stuck. But Joy Behar will never say nothing about that. She will never ask that question. She will never cite that because the people she's working for don't want her to. It's insane. Go ahead, Flo.
And see if the system's really working for us all, right? If the system was working, we'd have fashion police. How about that? So she lists off a list of people. Now, talk about no self-awareness. Because she lists off a list of people who are in Trump's quote-unquote orbit that have now been sentenced to prison. And she says that's a sure sign that the system is working. And here she is, worried that Trump's going to do the same thing.
So you said recently that you thought that you, as an outspoken critic, could be a target yourself. Some people think that sounds overdramatic, but I'm right there with you. I think that he is so vindictive that he will go after however he has to, through the IRS maybe, or even through sponsors to get us off the air maybe, or you.
Yeah.
How seriously should we be taking that?
Hey, don't threaten us with a good time. First of all, he's not going to pull anybody off the air. The only thing getting pulled right now is The View yanking America like a quickie hand job. He's going to go after us.
Mm-hmm. Well, so I was asked, am I worried about me? And my answer was, I'm worried about all of us. I'm no more worried about me than I am worried about everybody.
She's worried about everybody.
I think it's bad to have somebody saying, give me as much power as you can in this country so I can use it to go after other Americans. So I can use it to go after these subhuman.
You mean like all the people who ran on prosecuting Trump? You mean like all those people? Give me the power. Letitia James, she ran on imprisoning Trump. So did Alvin Bragg. And now they're prosecuting him. Huh? Joe Biden, what? You're doing the exact thing. This is stunning to me.
That's what we want to talk about right there. You say all these people are saying the same exact thing that they are doing now. How do you trick somebody into doing that? How do you continuously trick somebody into doing? You doing it right now. Right as we speak.
But they're trying to make you scared of it to come.
Yeah, exactly. And you doing it now.
Power, this is what they're going to do. But you won't even see that's what's going on now.
Absolutely, that's what's going on now.
Every commercial I hear on the radio talk about Trump going to have a dictatorship, and this video will probably be took down in the morning.
Yeah.
Now, that sounds like a dictatorship to me.
Exactly. I mean, come on, man. They doing the very same thing. And why would anybody care what Rachel Maddow say or Joy Reid? Do you really think the president got time to mess with them clowns? She worried about the show get took off. It's going to get took off by itself because everybody's going to understand that they ain't doing nothing but telling lies on The View. If you check the viewership, it probably ain't much. Those people.
I mean, it's all one-sided.
Yeah,
it's all one-sided.
Well, it's no news. I mean, come on, man. You get up there and tell lies and try to scare people. Is that the thing? The scare tactic? How many people still scared? After the lies of COVID, ain't nobody scared no more. They know these people are going to tell lies. They know these people. That's why everybody's waking up. How many black people you know done woke up, Blow, since the pandemic?
A lot of them have. But they got it all messed up. I'm going to be honest. Even the people that have woke up, I mean, they scared to support them. They is.
Yeah.
I mean, like, shoot, I got a Trump shirt. I don't mind wearing it. I will wear it. But I don't want to have to fight nobody at the damn store asking me why I'm wearing something. You know what I mean? So really, it ain't even really easy to even support the man.
Yeah.
She start lying all the time. She won't get taken off. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Nobody care what they got to say. She more worried than
we are. Yeah, absolutely. I'm saying she trying to scare us to death, and she worried. Why would she be worried? If she's doing the right thing and the system is working, how for a system that's working, why would you be scared? Yeah, I'm telling you, man, these people, man, this country is under attack. I'm gonna just put it like that. The country's under attack. If we don't stand up, man, if we don't understand what's going on out here, I see it every day. I see it, bro.
Again, that be the point that I be trying to understand that people missing it. The country is under attack, but the Democrats, they serving as the army. You leading the charge to destroy where you at. That's what I ain't understood that. That's what I don't understand.
Yeah,
you voting and supporting for all this stuff. I mean, you supporting sending our money everywhere else to everybody else but Americans.
Yeah. You supporting all the illegal immigration. You supporting the high gas prices. You supporting all of these new EVs and where can't nobody even afford them. This is all the children getting sexually assaulted with all these books, all this porn going into the school,
taking all the rights away.
Yeah, the First Amendment rights, your Second Amendment rights. This is what you're supporting, and you can't even see that you're supporting. I have people telling me all day, "Oh, Mac, man, you blind. You can't see what they're doing. You falling for the okie doke." How can I be falling for the okie doke when I see it right before my eyes? When I go to the gas pump and there's $4 a gallon. When I look at the border and it's flooding, when I look around, that's all I see.
Yep.
When I see you sending money over to other countries, and I'm the one blind. I'm blind. I'm blind, right? I'm the one blind when I. Hey, bro, you can't make this stuff up.
I mean, you gotta think about it. I mean, the border was secure. At least better than it is now.
Absolutely.
We wasn't in no wars.
No, that too.
I mean, we had a whole a situation going on. That man went over there and dropped a couple bombs and ended it.
Yeah,
absolutely. He went and got his man.
Yeah,
that was it. He wanted one person, went over there, took him out. We ain't even had to go to war with nobody or nothing.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how you handle business.
Absolutely.
With no censorship. That's it. Get more exactly.
Yeah, I mean,
all they
but George, look, man. People tell me they don't even mention that. They act like they can't even see that. They over there struggling every day to get a dime in their pocket. They out here and I see them out here just struggling, but they act like they can't see these people over here in $700 a night hotel. How they going in Food Line, Target with food cards and prepaid debit cards, loading up carts. And you over here looking crazy and that's trying to get $2 together.
And we talking about, that's the topic. They know better, right? They supposed to know better.
They supposed to know better.
So probably about 1.5 years, 2 years ago, I seen they were showing all this stuff in Charlotte about, I don't know if you heard about it, about the Infamil crisis. Wasn't no Infamil for preemie babies. Mm-hmm. They got a special kind of formula. Wasn't none out here. So couldn't nobody find none. Everybody bash and talk all this junk about Fox News, but me and Art, we looking at Fox News. They got a special story showing that they got the Infamil down there, the special kind that they need, on pallets.
Pallets and pallets of it.
Down there at the border. But they make it seem, but you telling me they don't have this information. And one thing about it, we say that places like the View and stuff like that, they one-sided. Some people go say that we one-sided, but the thing about it is we reporting on the stuff that the other side ain't even speaking on.
Right.
I have not seen them one time on the View exposed that they had all that Infamil down there at the border, and they talking about we got an Infamil crisis.
Absolutely. You know, people ask me, they say, well, Mac, how come you don't never say nothing about Donald Trump? Why should I have to? The media doing that for me. Somebody needs to be speaking out against Biden. That's the problem. I shouldn't have to say nothing about Trump. You get enough about Trump every day.
Yeah, that time because no stores around here had formula. Exactly.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, but it was down there by the palace.
Right.
Down there by the palace. I mean, I ain't saying don't feed their kids, but I think we come first.
Absolutely, you come first.
We come first.
Yeah. I mean, supposed to. Look, your tax dollars go into everything going into this country. And that's a whole nother segment about them tax dollars. I'm going to just give you a tidbit about your tax dollars. This is just a snippet. I'm just going to ask you a question. I might get $20 to somebody who can really answer this riddle. We pay taxes, right, Flo?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody agree we pay taxes, right? Now tell me this. When they want $5 billion to go to Ukraine, how do they get that money?
Out of our taxes.
No. How do they get that money? They don't get it from our taxes. They've been took our taxes. They swear we don't got enough money to feed the people that we got here. Where did the money come from? This is a riddle. Where do the money come from? I mean, okay, if we can just automatically go put money, okay, we sending 10 billion over to Ukraine. We could just do that at the snap of a finger. But you don't have money to take care of our homeless. Where do they get the freaking money to send to Ukraine? Somebody. Who is Sarah?
Sarah Bell.
Absolutely, Sarah. You absolutely right. They make it. They print it. They print it out of thin air. That's where it comes from. If we can just print money out of thin air, how come we just can't print it to pay our debts? I'm just saying. Sarah Bell, you got something special coming. I'm just saying, Flo, if we can just print money, it ain't about our taxes. Our taxes, we pay our taxes all the time. That's taxes. But when we got money, we want to send another 100 million over there to Israel. What they do? They just make it. They just print it. They print it out of thin air. They just print money and send it. That's all they got to do. They ain't about no taxes. They can just print it. Yep. That's all they can do. That's all they do. They don't come and collect no more taxes. When they say the tax money been collected and it's been spent, we got a deficit. That's why we got a deficit. Yep. It's been spent. But when they need money, when they want $1 billion, they just go print it. It ain't really about our taxes. Mm-hmm. That's just something to keep us subdued with. I'm telling you, that's the biggest riddle out here, man. And you say, why come if we got homeless over here, how come they don't just print enough money to get rid of the homeless? They can just do that just like that. Yeah. Don't get tricked. Don't let the smoke fool you. It's all about the smoke screen. Yeah. It's the smoke screen that's going on out here.
Yep. And that's the thing that people are losing sight of.
Absolutely.
Because to break it down in a nutshell, to be honest with you, the Democrats believe in big government, that the government should be control of everything.
Absolutely.
And the Republicans lean more towards the people are supposed to, this is for us, by us, the way it's supposed to be.
Exactly.
You go get it. The Democrats want to give you something. Republicans say, go get it.
That's it, Flo. That's why they can't see it. You know why they can't see it? They looking at the Democrats hoping to get something, a crumb.
Yeah,
throw me a crumb. Yeah, throw me a crumb. Just throw me a crumb. I vote for you. Give me a crumb. Yeah. Hey, throw me a crumb.
Yeah, more taxes, need to print more and charge us. For things that technically free. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Living. Yep.
Absolutely, Joy. That's what I'm talking about. So you can't see nothing simply because you sitting up there hoping they throw you a crumb. I'm just saying, man, that's just the way it is. That's why you can't take your eyes off the Democratic Party who keeps sticking it to you over and over. They'll throw you a crumb every now and then, and you think it's something. Yep. So you won't take your eyes off of them because they're holding and dangling a carrot out there in front of you, but you never get the carrot. You never have gotten the carrot yet. Name me one thing that our federal government has done that's actually helped the people. One thing. Just one. Okay, they got Social Security. It's a wreck right now. Okay. They got into the trucking industry. It's a wreck right now. Anything else they over-regulate all the businesses. They regulating the trucking industry so heavy right now, man can't even hardly make $1 out there. Ask anybody. It's because of regulation,
I
bro.
know about 3 or 4 truck drivers got their stuff just put up, trying to find with a for sale sign on it.
Yeah, because they're over-regulating it. They over-regulating everything. Whenever they get into something, they're going to regulate it to death so they can make money. That's how they do that.
And now the voting blue.
Absolutely.
And we make it, period.
Thank you. How are we going to be in debt, Patricia? How are we going to be in debt if we making it? Why don't we just make enough, print off enough to pay off our debt, and we good? Yep. Since they printing it out of thin air anyway, they don't go say we need $1 billion to send to Ukraine, and we need to get taxes off everybody. No.
From the beginning, since Lincoln got killed, the Democratic Party been corrupted. Need to, yep.
Yeah, they need to be stopped.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, they should have been stopped.
They lowballed.
They lowballed them to death. They lowballed truckers to death out there. Not only truckers, every industry is being overregulated. You can't get nothing done because of the regulations, the stipulations. They put clocks in those trucks. Now you can't drive as far. You can't drive as much. You can't get nowhere. You see them all on the side of the road. Man, this is terrible.
That's what I told you. What I tell you about the stipulations?
Yeah,
but they're the party of the stipulations.
Exactly.
I mean, Republicans give you something. Even I'm gonna take you back as far as this. You remember when the stimulus money came out? How many people came out and was telling us, "Oh, you think he gave y'all some? Wait till your taxes come back. They go take that money back out." Yeah, they ain't take it from me. Yeah, and I want you to lie and say they took it from you. They ain't take it back from you either. They ain't take the money back. But had the Democrats been in, had to give you $1,200 to everybody, best believe they would have got their money back.
Oh, they is getting it back because they done hired all them IRS agents. Somebody told me the other day that they cleaned out my man's bank account. They took everything. Man, man, these people terrible. They cleaned his account out. Man, that's crazy. Yeah. The U.S. is a bank. Basically, they're a bank. They print the money.
Yeah. They got banks in every city.
Yeah.
Big banks.
Stop spending what you don't have. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, look, if we got it to give to somebody else, we got it to do it here at home. It's just that simple.
Yeah.
Trump broke a lot of those regulations on oils and stuff like that on all those oil companies so they could produce their oil and make it good. That's what made America good doing his thing. He didn't he broke a lot of those regulations down, man. You got to break those regulations down so it don't stifle the small business. You know what? Regulations stifle the small businessman. That's who it kills.
Yep.
It kills the small businessman. Now you got to have this, you got to have that. Me and Blow, we really just getting perked up on YouTube. Tell them how many stipulations they just put up there.
Man, every week when we go live, they tell us something else we can't do.
Yeah, exactly.
But this is supposed to be the home of the free.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
I mean, this is what we're supposed to be at with it. A liar, to be honest, a liar is supposed to have the right to be one. This show could be called Time to Tell a Lie, and we could get on here
and blow up.
And should be able to lie.
Yeah, exactly. You can lie, but you just can't tell the truth. It's the opposite.
It's the opposite.
That's what we telling y'all. Everything that these people are telling you, like Joey Behar and them, it's the opposite. They already doing it.
They'll take this video down because we telling you that Trump was talking about cars when he said a bloodbath. But they'll put up a video that would say he was talking about doing another January 6th when he said if he don't get elected, it's going to be a bloodbath. Absolutely. Now, what kind of sense do that make?
Nothing.
That's what I'm saying. But these are the people that y'all supporting.
Yeah. And we don't get it. That's the whole problem. We don't get why you support this mess, man. We need to get this country back on track. That's crazy.
You want to show some more?
Yeah, we're going to show some more.
To the next.
Free speech ain't free, Cal.
No, it ain't free.
You're absolutely right. We're going to show a little bit more of this video because it's some more to get to.
I want to get to that next.
And they're indignant about it. They're the exact thing they're claiming to hate and be afraid of.
And internal enemies, and I'll destroy them.
Yeah.
Like, that's just not a good system for any.
That's not a good system. I know. That's the system that you're cheering. Joy Behar was just cheering on in the previous segment. She was cheering it on. She's reading off a list of people inside America who worked for a politician she didn't like, who are now all in jail.
And I don't think anybody's safe if that's the sort of basis on which he wants to get more
Well,
power.
remember when Nixon had an enemies list? That was a proud moment for a lot of people if they were on the enemies
Yes.
list. Maybe we need to turn it around like that.
Well, I think that if he decides that he's going to go after you or me or anybody who's well known, we have resources. We'll likely be fine. But I think there's a pattern where he.
What about Donald Trump? They can 92 felony indictments of a former president. Not over war crimes, which every president in my lifetime is a war criminal. No, not over that. Not over starting an illegal war, killing 1 million people like George Bush did. Not over illegally bombing Libya, turning it into a failed state with open slave markets. He literally remember when Joe Biden said that Donald Trump's going to put black people back in chains? Guess who did that? Joe Biden and Barack Obama and Hillary Clinton. They literally took Libya, the most successful country in Africa, turned it into a failed state they put black people back in chains for real. Russell Dobular pointed that out. For real. Guess who put black people back in chains? Remember when Joe Biden said that he's going to put black people back in chains? Guess who did that? Joe Biden, Barack Obama, and Hillary Clinton. For real, put black people back in chains.
Kicks out individual people and effectively terrorizes them.
But
there's Stormy Daniels wearing a bulletproof vest to get into
It's ridiculous.
the courthouse.
When- Once you have
It's
political
ridiculous.
violence, you have
Stormy Daniels, who even Bill Maher pointed out, lied about Donald Trump, lied under oath, lied about him.
I'm following that.
Yeah. So I just want to play this one more time. After you listen to that, listen to this. After you listen to that.
These are all of the people in the Trump orbit who have been, who basically ended up in prison. These are all of them.
That's not even all of
You
them.
got Steve Bannon, Peter Navarro, Michael Cohen, Paul Manafort, George Papadopoulos, Roger Stone, Rick Gates, and Alan Weisselberg. They've all gone to prison. So.
Go ahead.
Gonna put y'all back in chain. Yeah, gonna put y'all back in chain. Yeah, Barack Obama literally put black people back in chain. Literally put black people back in chain. Joe Biden literally put black people back in chain. That's what we're talking about. Yeah, you want to put them back in chain. That's what happened. Yeah, they literally put them back in chain. How about that? Yeah, in Libya, the most successful country in Africa. We know about Gaddafi. If you don't know about Gaddafi, you ought to go read up on what happened to Gaddafi. And then Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama went over there. Now they're a failed state. Now they slaves. Yeah.
They crossed Gaddafi.
Yeah, they crossed him up, stole all his gold because he wanted to make another currency. Yeah, he did that, put y'all back in chain. But this is the man that most of our people want in charge. You put the slave master in charge of it. How many times I done said that, Blow? No, boy, I said it last time when you were putting this clown in office. You putting the slave master over you. Who does that? That is crazy, man.
I think we're gonna have to show them what you're talking about.
All right, man. We got something else to show you. I'm gonna show you what I was talking about.
I'm sure you get this question a lot, but why did you endorse Donald Trump?
Well, you know, when I dropped out, my first choice went with me. But I said that.
It was you.
I was.
The witches at the spew are laughing right now, but Dr. Carson is about to silence these old hags.
You know, I was going to remain neutral. But then I realized that, you know, the political establishment was aligning to protect their turf. And they don't like the ideal of people who are not beholden to them and who cannot be controlled coming into Washington, D.C. And that was one of the reasons they didn't like me very much, but I was easier to get rid of than Donald Trump.
Sir, I hate to ask this question, but you have aligned yourself with a man who has bashed women, made countless racist remarks, and You're Ben Carson. Why would you
Now, Whoopi Goldberg knows better. Okay. She knows better than that. Whoopi Goldberg knows better. That's the problem right there. She knows better. She said you a man that bashed women, a man that's sexualized women or something like that.
Yeah.
She was saying. I'm talking about, that clown.
Making racist comments.
Yeah, making racist comments. But if you ain't black, you don't vote for me. That's not a racist comment. That's who she's endorsing. Okay, she's endorsing this person that has this crack, made up all these crack laws to lock people up with. That wasn't racist. I mean, we fought that racism forever. We fought Joe Biden's racism forever with people in prison. Every one of you out there knows somebody that has been in prison due to that crack law. Somebody in your family went, somebody did. But that ain't who she's endorsing. Whoopi Goldberg knows better, brother. That's what I'm talking about. She knows better. Asking Ben Carson, then why? That's crazy, man. You can't make this stuff up, bro. Yeah, let's keep going.
align yourself with that?
Well, you have to look at the good and the bad. There is no perfect person.
No, I know that.
But you look at when Donald Trump first went down to Palm Beach area, and a lot of the clubs down there would not accept Jews and blacks. He insisted on Jews and blacks and helped to break that open. So has he said some things that I wouldn't say or that you wouldn't say? Of course.
But he was also sued by the Justice Department in the 70s for not allowing black tenants into his properties. And he settled with the Justice Department, even though he didn't admit any liability, any wrongdoing. It's very clear to those of us in the law.
Now we know Prosecutor Sunny always has to make herself sound smart.
That means that there was something amiss, and it was a significant consent decree. So the notion that he is a fan of the African American.
Sonny Houston, she knows better. Sonny Houston, she knows better. I don't know how many people you can go if you want to go in the black community and ask them how many of them that took pleas for something they didn't do. You know what I'm saying? That don't mean just because you settled don't mean you did it. Okay. If you're dealing with this crooked government, and she was a prosecutor, she knows that. So she knows better. Every point that she's trying to make and they trying to make, they know better, man. They come on TV every day, okay, to tell those lies when they know better. The name of this show is You Know Better, or They Know Better. That's the name of the show. And she knows better too. Go to the African American community and see how many people has taken a plea because they know them people was gonna wrap them up. I'm telling you, that is crazy because they know better. Go ahead, Blow.
American community, I think is.
Well, I will put it this way: I have met a lot of his employees, including African Americans, and they have nothing but good things to say. Somebody who's hired as many people as he has hired, and you can find very few people who have anything negative to say.
Well, what about
then you have to look at his family. I always say one of the ways that you measure a person is looking at their children, and how do their children act.
One's a big game hunter. I'm not thrilled with that.
Well, I mean, that's your privilege. But the fact of the matter is, they have been raised very well. They're very respectful. And, I look at a lot of kids who come from very wealthy families, and I am appalled at what I see. So there is no perfect person. But what I think is really the worst thing that threatens our nation right now is a political class, a ruling class, and they are so threatened by anybody who is not beholden to them, they will do virtually anything. And I think that's what's likely to destroy.
You can say that till the cows come home, sir. This guy is, I'm sorry, he's a racist, and he's not good for the country.
What's the alternative?
I'm sorry, I don't understand. He's not said about, what about the white supremacists? He hasn't really said to them, hey, listen, that's not what America stands for. He said, it's too much. You're Ben Carson. You're so much better than this.
Well, I am Ben Carson. And that's the very reason I'm doing this, is because I look at the big picture. Could I focus only on racial issues? Absolutely.
I was enjoying the silence at the table until Whoopi ruined it. The women on The View only focus on racial issues.
Could I focus only on women's issues? Absolutely. I could look at any one little thing and pick anybody apart on it. But right now, the nature of our country is at stake. We are on the precipice, and we are determining what kind of nation we're going to be. Are we going to be a nation that's upformed by the people or upformed by the government? This is a choice that we are making right now.
Okay, if you're going to overlook what he says about women, if you're going to overlook what he says about African Americans, what about what he said about you? He basically said that you had a pathological disease. Wait a minute, hold on. He even compared you to a child molester. Come on.
Well,
it could be personal even.
If it were about me, I would be offended. Right. But it's about America. We have to save this nation. That is what's important.
But he's a liar.
I think Dr. Ben Carson is spot on. It's not about us, brother. It's about this freaking nation. It's about our kids coming up. What are they going to be subject to, man? I'm just saying, man, that's what it's about. I'm telling you, it's about the nation. It ain't even about me and Blow. That's not necessarily a right judgment. Absolutely.
Some kids will be raised right and still act out.
That's for real.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's for real. The bigger lie of them all. Absolutely. Yeah. Gaslighting. That's exactly what they doing. I'm telling you, man. This ain't about me and Blow. It never has been about me and Blow. Me and Blow don't get on here for me and Blow. Me and Blow understand. It's about this nation, the country, man. This is the plight of this country. Dr. Carson is spot on. I mean, what is we gonna leave? Okay, somebody answer this question. What's gonna happen if we continue to let it go on like it's going? Somebody answer that question. Hey, I mean, for somebody that's not paying attention, if you start paying attention today, tell me what's gonna happen if we leave the border open.
Right.
Okay.
Well, first of all, you go mess around and be out of a job. You go get replaced.
Exactly.
If they get enough people out here, then we gonna be in trouble.
Right.
We definitely not gonna be the minority no more.
Right.
Our vote ain't even gonna matter after a while.
Exactly.
They gonna use everybody else to replace our vote. The love to see, we get the sentiments from them because they need us.
Exactly.
When they don't need us no more, they gonna turn their tone.
Well, they already turning their tone because nobody's paying attention. Okay, you heard what Biden said. You heard what Biden said when he won the election. He was talking to Al Sharpton and all the black people, all the heads of the black people. The man disrespected everybody in that room, man. The man was simply turbulent. If y'all hadn't heard the conversation, I suggest you go look it up and hear it. I think we played it on this show back in.
That's like I do. Look up Biden conversation with the black leaders.
With the black leaders after he got elected, you can find it. It's in there somewhere. Okay, this man, the man talked so bad to Al Sharpton. I felt sorry for Al Sharpton.
Yeah, I done did what I told you I was gonna do, and that's it. That's what he told me. I did what I told you I was gonna do.
That's it. You don't get nothing. He told you that.
It's about what's going to be here when we all go to generation after.
Absolutely, and we all got kids and people that's gonna be here after we gone. Man, this country is being shaped in a different way right now. Who wants a bunch of men and women and all of this crap going on in schools? A bunch of doggone child pornography and child rape.
The stuff they put in them books.
Listen, next week I really want to do a show about all these missing kids, man. I think it's something close to 100,000 kids that's been missing, that came over here. They've been dropping them off at places, at houses and stuff, and they'll go back and check the addresses, and don't nobody live, abandoned shack.
So never felt sorry for Al Sharpton.
All right. Hey, if you heard that conversation, well, you'd probably felt sorry. This man made this man look so small. And these the people that you're still going with. Oh man, it's trifling, man. We're gonna go on with a little bit more of it, man. But I'm telling you, man, this thing, you can't make this stuff up, Blow.
Nah.
Unless you say that you're a child molester, he's a liar. Do you want a liar for the presidency?
Joy has no shame. Shall we look at the plethora of lies that Biden tells?
I was sort of raised in the Puerto Rican community. I had a very close relationship with the Greek American community, for real. I am Joe Bidenopoulos. I grew up in a heavily Irish Catholic community in Scranton, Pennsylvania, and a heavily Italian, Polish community. When I say I got raised in the black church, he knows I'm not kidding. The Persian culture is amazing. As a student of Persian culture, I probably went to shul more than many of you. I come out of the black community. The background of my family is Irish American. Not fundamentally unlike the Palestinian people. I might say raised in the synagogues in my state. Everybody in town was either Polish or Italian. I grew up feeling self-conscious. My name didn't end in an SKI. I was raised in a neighborhood where I felt self-conscious. My name didn't end in O. That's kind of how I was raised, like so many Americans of Irish heritage. And they see you in your home state was the president. I can't forget about it. That's why I got raised, man. Just like rabbis, synagogues, and Jewish community centers in your hometown, and that's the tradition I got raised. Hard-working people, middle class, the neighborhoods I got raised in. I was raised on GM. I was raised by Danny Noe. I was raised by a righteous Christian. I got raised on automobiles.
Tell me a politician who doesn't tell lies.
Abraham Lincoln. I don't know. I don't lie.
A current day
but
politician.
The lying that he does is continuous. It's on a regular basis.
Well, again,
Fact check goes berserk when he talks. He's got a long Pinocchio nose.
What I have to do is look at who is most likely to oppose the ruling class that is ruining our country.
Yeah, well,
who is likely?
The ruling class.
Who is likely?
He is the ruling class.
He said that there would be room for you in his cabinet and in his administration. Did he make any promises to you, and is that behind your endorsement?
No, not at all. And in fact, we agreed that we want to save this nation, particularly for the next generation, and talked about a variety of ways to do it. I'm continuing to work on mechanisms of presenting ladders of opportunity that will allow the downtrodden in our society to climb out of a state of dependency. Right now, the programs that have been put forth by both Democrats and Republicans for the last few decades are doing nothing but creating more dependency. We've gone from a can-do nation to a what can you do for me nation. It's not a good thing, and it's not helping America, and it's not helping the world.
Let me ask you this, Dr. Carson, and we know each other. I will say my husband went to Hopkins Medical School, and you and your wife and your family were always so gracious to us by inviting us into your home many times, fellowship, dinner. And so I know you are a man of family values. What do you make of the fact that Donald Trump just yesterday is attacking Ted Cruz's wife based on her looks?
Look, I do not
has attacked other women.
I do not condone any of that. I don't condone it
but
from
you've
anybody.
endorsed him. Isn't that implicit in that endorsement?
No.
Aren't you
Implicit
endorsing
in the endorsement
his behavior?
is not an endorsement of anything that anybody has said or done throughout their lives.
And that's Sunny's second attempt to sound smart. But unfortunately, she was shut down with facts. Maybe she was paying attention to learn something.
The reason, again, that I'm endorsing him is because I recognize that we are heading down the exact same path that we have been on all along. These political types are very slick, and they get you to believe that everything's different now. Now we're going to be wonderful people, and we're not going to be doing this to the populace anymore. And that is absolutely not true.
Do you really think that Trump is correct in saying that people will, be up in arms, quote unquote, riot? He said that if they did not choose him as the nominee.
I don't think that there would be a physical riot, but I think it would absolutely destroy the Republican Party. There is no way that people who are coming in droves now to support Trump enthusiastically are just going to say, oh, well, whoever you pick is going to be fine. Is that
responsible of him to say, they'll be rioting? I mean, sort of throw gasoline on the fire like that? Is that responsible?
That's really not the point. I mean, we can look.
Well, what's the point?
Well, no, we can look at all these things that politicians and people in the political sphere say.
Yeah.
Or we can say, what are the true issues? It's sort of like what's going on with some of these rallies where, we've seen some violence.
All of his antics are covering over the true issues. That's the problem. His antics are covering over the true issues.
Right. The true issue is the First Amendment of America and the freedom of speech. And we need to be looking at those kinds of issues. Everybody needs to be looking at those issues, not just one side or the other side. And the fact of the matter is, when you look at these rallies that are going on, do you ever see that happening in a Clinton or Bernie Sanders rally?
They're not promoting. Why not?
No, you don't.
Why not?
Because people on the right don't do that. People on the left do that.
And people on the left don't say, you know, go punch him if you want to, or I take him out on a stretcher. I haven't heard that on the left.
Right. This is what people on the left actually say.
Don't even know why there aren't uprisings all over the country. Maybe there will be.
There needs to be unrest in the streets for as long as there's unrest in our lives.
You got to be ready to throw a punch. You have to be ready to throw a punch.
Donald Trump, I think you need to go back and punch him in the face.
That I thought he should have punched him in the face.
I feel like punching him.
I'd like to take him behind the gym if I were in high school. If we were in high school, I'd take him behind the gym and beat the hell out of him. No, I wish we were in high school. I could take him behind the gym.
I will go and take Trump out tonight.
Take him out now.
You're missing my point.
What's your point?
What is the point?
What is it?
You're missing the point. The point is that we have to focus on the things that are essential to America, like First Amendment rights, not personalities. That's the problem. We always want to focus on personalities.
But you've met with Donald Trump behind closed doors. Have you seen any evidence that he's really not the bombastic, sort of baiting personality?
You said there were the two.
Are there two Donald Trumps?
There are.
Well, which one is running for president? Which one?
Who have you seen? Tell us who you have seen.
Well, I have seen a man who's actually willing to sit down and engage in deep, serious conversations about the problems that affect our country.
Well, why is he holding out on America?
I have seen a man who actually recognizes that he doesn't know everything. Yeah.
He doesn't think that's going to work in his election if he shows that side of him? Or is that more of like a male thing? I have to show. Yeah, is that more of a male thing?
I think you're going to see more of that side of him coming out.
So he might be. So in fact,
did you
what
notice?
you're saying
Did
is
you notice in the
he
last?
might be fooling his own constituency.
Did you notice in the last debate that he wasn't nearly as bombastic?
Yes.
Did you notice that?
I did.
That he's transitioning now into general election.
But sir,
and I think you're going to continue to see that.
I'm sorry.
But again, there's no perfect person.
So, no, there isn't a perfect person. But if you're running for president of the United States of America, a country which has said to other countries, bring me the folks that you need who need freedom. We're here for you. When you talk about Mexicans being rapists.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, do y'all see, do they know better or not? They know better, man. They know better. Absolutely. Why go on the show? They'll never let you finish the Hey, you're right. Why go? What does this do behind the gym? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm talking about. They said one thing. Oh man, making it how they want it feel like maybe our country should be single for a minute. Yeah, absolutely. That's crazy, man. They know, absolutely. They know better. They know better than to do all of that and say all that. Oh, nobody never said nothing about that. Yes, they have said something about that. They absolutely have. I mean, this is what's wrong. The system working and we working with the system. That's crazy. Oh man, that is crazy. Yeah, I mean, you know, that's what me and Blow is trying to show y'all, man. We try to show y'all that every day. We try to show you that, you know, these people are no earthly good. They know what they're doing. They know what they're saying. Behind the scenes, it's a totally different scene. You know, it's a totally different thing behind the scenes. They know, but they don't want you to know. Why they don't want us to know, I have no idea. It's crazy. And but it's about time for us to wrap up.
Yeah.
You know, man, I tell you, do y'all done threw your cash apps up? You done like and shared the page?
Yeah, we got cash apps up there.
All right, that's good. Hey, we want to thank everybody for joining in today.
Yeah.
It's one thing for certain.
Two things for sure.
We gonna tell the truth.
Because it's time.
It's time to tell the truth. Hey, we want to thank y'all. We love you, man. We thank y'all for joining in every single Sunday like you do, commenting, liking the page. We like the interaction. I know you're gonna take this back and let somebody else see it, let somebody else know it. On Facebook, at everyone, that should get it out to more people.
Yeah. All right, we'll see y'all next week.
Peace.